well, very, very well, and it's a little film review today, and it's a film that no one else has reviewed as I'm doing this, so I've no other critics to go off. Just my little views today, if that's okay with you. And it's a film called Rogue, an action thriller called Rogue. Please, if you're new to this little channel, you enjoy these little film reviews and TV drama reviews, and also information vlogs as well, DVD releases and cinema releases, etc. Please push that subscription button, push that old bell notification so you know these little vlogs are coming out. Yeah, it's called Rogue, an action thriller, an hour and 45 minutes, a little bit long, more on that in a bit. And it's Megan Fox leads this one. Megan Fox plays a battle-hardened mercenary in this action saga. As team leader O'Hara, she leads a lively squad of soldiers on a daring mission. Rescue hostages from their captors in remote Africa. But as the mission goes awry and the team is stranded, O'Hara's squad must face a bloody brutal encounter with a gang of rebels and the horde of ravenous, enraged lions they encounter. There you go, so you got soldiers after you and lions as well. No tigers and bears, unfortunately. This also stars Jessica Sutton and Philip Winchester. Movie game nostalgia thoughts. My little thoughts on this, as I said, we're stuck with mine, I'm afraid, because we've got nobody else's. It's a simple action thriller. Rescue the hostages against overwhelming odds. Becomes a ghost. If you remember Ghost of the Darkness, with the was it Val Kilmer in that one and Mr. Douglas? I mean, it becomes that sort of thing with the enraged lions as well. So to add to our mercenaries' problems, you've not only got the bad guys after them, but they've also got some nasty lions after them as well. Megan Fox, yeah, it's an unusual role for Megan Fox. She leads this ragtag team. She does an okay job, but does look out of her depth in one or two of the character verbal confrontations. Her acting is not the greatest, but she and the fellow actors are quite pretty good, pretty proficient when it comes to using their weapons in the action scenes. They do quite a good job with that. The lead bad guy, played by a Cockney man called Adam Deacon, who's also a rapper, I believe. He's not great. He's not the greatest actor. He's a bit wooden, to be honest with you. And I think perhaps he should stick to rapping rather than films. But hey, he's making a living, isn't he? So all credit to him. Some of the lion CGI is pretty poor and a bit laughable. You can almost see the joins, to be honest with you. A lot of it's shot in the dark and sort of just off screen, so they get away with it a little bit. But sometimes when they don't do that, when you see more of the lion up in the light, and obviously the slower scenes with the lion, it doesn't quite hide the flaws in the film, and it does look a bit comical at times. So it's not fantastic. Obviously, within constraints of a low budget, could have been better probably. The story, for what it is simple. The action is okay. If you like a good action film, there's plenty of action in it. It's, it's an hour and 45 minutes, which is long, but there's plenty of action going on. There's not many verbal sort of scenes where it's just verbal diarrhea. But there's not really anything to challenge the viewer, and it's an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, I think it could have easily knocked 20 minutes off it. And the thing is, there's no real backstory to the characters either. You get a little bit about 2/3 of the way, and we get a little bit to know about the lead Fox's character. You get find out a little bit about Megan Fox's character, but there's no real backstory to any of the characters, so you don't really invest in them. And as the good guys' numbers dwindle, no great loss really. I'm not really that bothered whether they live or die, which is horrible, isn't it? You do want to stick up for the so-called good guys, don't you? I assume there are female mercenaries who do this sort of job, who lead missions. But it doesn't really feel right with Megan Fox in this position. Just to make things, I think, just to make a point, she lacks a little bit of empathy for the female hostages that are in. You get the female hostages come into this quite early on in the film, and she does lack a little bit of empathy in rescuing any that aren't worth a ransom. But I mean, obviously, I think that's just trying to make a point of how hard she is as a leader of this gang. So, but she didn't sort of sit quite right with me, this situation. As I said, there probably are female mercenaries who lead things, but obviously Megan Fox didn't quite suit that role. As a throwaway action film, yeah, I think it's alright. As a backup title, it's not bad. It's not a total disaster. It's quite good. I'm not a big action film fan, as you know, if you've watched any of my blogs before, but yeah, it's not a total disaster. Not like a lot of the missions seem to be at one stage, but it is a little bland, and once you've seen it, it's easily forgotten. As I say, it's certainly no Ghost in the Darkness. It's certainly no Val Kilmer, Michael Douglas. I mean, that was a little bit slow paced, but at least there was a really good story behind it. And this has elements of that, but sort of all comes together at the end, and it's oh yeah, okay. It's a bit of a meh thing at the end. So there you go. Yeah, my little movie game nostalgia rating, Bernard's rating. I was going to give it 5.5, which means if you like a good action film, watch it, but I'll just rate it as I saw it. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. As I said, if you like an okay action film, it's okay just to watch of an afternoon, and you can do other things while it's on. You know, it's and have a laugh at the lion CGI. That's probably the best thing to do with it. So I'm going to give it 5 out of 10. The poster, well, if you like Megan Fox in Army Fatigues, I think that's a 10 out of 10, isn't it? If that's your bag, it's not particularly my bag, so I'll just give it like the film. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. But Megan Fox fans who I'm sure would like that, but not for me, I'm afraid. So I'll just give it a 5 out of 10, like I give the film. Anyway, thanks for watching this little review on the film Rogue, which is you can find on various streaming sites as I'm recording this. Obviously, it's far too early for a retail release. Anyway, please check out my little links for moviegamenostalgia.com for old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 90s and 2000s, and some board games on there as well. That'd be fantastic. And even if you just have a look round, it's great. It helps my Google Analytics, etc., etc. Anyway, thanks for that. I hope you enjoyed that little review, and let me know if you get to watch this and you like it a bit. I say it wasn't. I'm not going to have a real downer on it. It is what it is. It's an okay action film with some okay acting, some good action scenes, but not the greatest. You know, soon I won't be remembering this in a couple of hours' time. I'll be on to something else anyway. But thanks for watching. Anyway, what we're going to do rest of your day. Have a great one. Look after yourselves. Look after your friends. Look after your family. And more importantly, let's all look after each other. Until we meet again on another little movie review or a TV drama review or information vlog, please stay safe, everyone. This is Bertha saying goodbye for now. Thanks for watching.